Hi guys, vinyl update 50 something, I don't know, I always forget to check before I start the videos. Yeah, new vinyl acquisitions. I know that I've been saying that I shouldn't be buying records, and there were two reasons for me not wanting to buy records. One was that I'm running out of space, and the other was that I was in between jobs and I didn't know exactly what my next job would be because I hadn't found that yet. This has changed. I have found where I'm going to. However, what hasn't changed is that I still don't have enough space. So I have like records lying around and all that, and that has been, pissing me off because I don't own the place where I live. I'm renting out, so it's not as easy for me to make alterations, and and I might move at any point, so it's not as easy. Yeah, so that. It still stands that I shouldn't be buying records. So I've put aside some stuff that I could part with, not because they're bad, but because there was a change in my in my record collecting sort of situation, if you like. So on top of having no space, I also bought some really good stuff that made me look back in what I have been buying and having a think and saying that, you know what, I want to have my collection stuff that I will gladly go back to at any point, rather than things that I like and then say that, you know what, I want to listen to this. I would like to have a problem what to listen to, and I have been having that problem lately with the stuff that I've been buying. So for example, what's playing in the background is this. I think I've shown this Troller. I don't know whether I have shown it, I don't remember. Killer stuff, killer dark electronic shoegaze, electronic shoegaze. Is there such a genre? I don't know, I'm not sure. I bought this and it's just amazing. I bought Skogen Brinner, which is like modern day Black Sabbath from Sweden. I bought Cortex, which is just great stuff, and it's like I go to my turntable and I'm like, what should I put first? And some of the new stuff that I bought as well, that they're fighting over my time, which one I should be listening to. And this is the kind of thing that I would like. And I bought many records that I don't feel an attachment to anymore. I don't feel the same kind of thing. It's not like, I wanted to have this. I chose it, I listened to it, I liked it at the time, but would I go back to it? I don't know, that kind of thing. So I have to make some decisions, move some of the stuff that I bought, and sell them, trade them, whatnot. And I've created, I have Discogs profile, but this time I'm not just buying records, I'm also selling records. It's Sonic Mainliner as my YouTube handle, so you can find it if you want. If there's anything that you're interested in, let me know. Don't look at the prices. Just contact me and we can figure out something. So that's it from my update, my record buying update. And now for the actual records. As I said, I bought some stuff that's really good, and things that it's just things that I'm really happy to have. So let's start off with something that has been shown before. First one that showed this was Chris 4127 Basket. Christoph showed this. Barney Willen, Moshi 2. Bloody amazing. It's one of those records, as I said, I was like super excited to have this because it's bloody amazing. Fantastic stuff, and Christoph usually shows killer stuff, and Big Star showed it as well, so I won't be taking too much time talking about that. Next up is this one. It was shown on Facebook, on the Facebook page. Somebody posted it, an original actually. I don't remember his name, but it's Patrick Vian, and it's Bruit Brie? Is it Brie? Est un analogue. Did I kill it? I don't know. You tell me. Anyway, Patrick Vian. I'm pretty sure that Big Star has talked about him. I'm not sure whether he has shown this album, but if there's anyone that could have done this, it's either him or Derek, or both. So killer stuff, amazing album, just out, just recently reissued on Staub Gold, so you can get it for a very reasonable price, and it's just killer progressive psychedelic, well, progressive mostly, but not too progressive, reminiscent of a little bit of Helden, so it's very guitar based, but Helden is like a little bit more out there. This is more like synthy kind of stuff, and I bought a lot of synth stuff. So this is another synth masterpiece. This is really good new age, ambient, whatever you want to call it. This is a recent release from old unreleased tapes of this woman and this guy that looks like Bert, what was his name? Metallica's bass player, basically, that died. Yeah, Bert. Never mind. Yeah, their name is Katapo and Bob Stowe, and the record is called Sanctus Spiritus. I found out about this one from Boomcat. They sent an email update and they said, look, this is out, something special, whatnot. And I checked out the sounds and it sounded interesting. I ordered it and I'm really glad that I did, because it is killer stuff and it's highly recommended. In the same kind of vein, numeral group, Iasos, Celestial Soul Portrait. Greek guy, played new age music. These guys were like sort of categorized as new age as well, but it's not boring new age, silly stuff. It's really good ambient in my opinion, and this is the same thing. Really good stuff, highly recommended, kind of electronic ambient whatnot music. Sticking with electronic stuff, staying on this this kind of genre, and background helps, yes. We have a new soundtrack for the re-release of Maniac by a guy called Rob. Not a lot of information out on this label, which has been doing a lot of soundtrack stuff, and Death Waltz. Fantastic music, excellent synth, reminiscent of old like Italian soundtracks of that kind of genre of film. Excellent, really nice pressing, really nice, like, heavy cardboard, whatnot. I do have a gripe with it. It comes on a picture disc, which is like, they went through all that fast, to make really nice heavy cardboard and picture discs and colored vinyl doesn't sound as good as plain old black vinyl. I mean, why? I mean, there should be an option. Why just picture disc? I would like to have it on black vinyl, to be honest. Colored vinyl for me is a bit gimmicky and a little bit like, forget about it. Anyway, and that's the electronic stuff. Let's go to a bit of world kind of music. This is a bit of an odd one in a sense, and not very odd in another sense. So this is Tina Rigwen. Tassili. Tina Rigwen are from Mali, and they play a sort of African blues, but you can hear that it has been processed in a way. It has been sort of, I don't want to say westernized, but the production is certainly geared towards pleasing the Western ear. So it's, but it still keeps a lot of that, originality. So it's not bastardized in any kind of way, and I think that it's very, very honest musically, and it's still what they've been doing, because they've been doing this for ages, and they've released like a couple of albums, and they've become better known in the last, I don't know, 10 years maybe, or something like that. Killer album, really, really good, highly recommended. Now, this is something that I got today from a trade that I did. I traded some of my albums, and I got this one. It's Marconi Notaro, and No Sabrino dos Metazoarios. Yeah. Out on Mr. Bongo. Mr. Bongo has done some really good classic Brazilian psych, I guess. You know, very generic term. But it's out on Mr. Bongo, and it's one of those classic albums, if you like, from Brazil. And Mr. Bongo has reissued like this one, Satwa, what's his name, Lula Cortez, which is just amazing. Tom Zé. I mean, this is like, you know, list of Brazilian albums that you must have. I have this one. I have it twice actually. I have one copy for sale from Mr. Bongo because I have the time lag. I realized I bought it, and last year I went back home. I went through the records and I was like, oh yeah, I was sure that I had it, and I did have it, so I'm going to be selling this copy, for example, double copy. So I got this one, which is just brilliant. I haven't got these ones. This is really good. Psychedelia, 11 minutes, so I don't want to keep it very long. I've shown the Source Family soundtrack. I did say I didn't like it because a lot of it was like really, communal rock, like really silly stuff. They did have some bits from my favorite album, which is Chariot and the Lover, or I'm Gonna Take You Home, or however you want to call it. And Chris said, John Coltrane 69, I'm sorry. He was saying that, yeah, you know, I agree with you, and you know, I like Penetration and the one that you mentioned. And I was like, yeah, I had that Penetration ordered through a retailer here in the UK, online retailer that disappeared, and lost my money, and I lost the stuff that I've ordered from him, and one of those was this. So I went online looking for something, and looking for the next record actually, because it has been on the list, and this has been on the list forever. And I got this. So it's Penetration from Yahuwah 13. I still prefer the Chariot and the Lover, or I'm Gonna Take You Home, or however you want to call it, but it's still very good. Out on TP Records. This is a reissue from 2008. You can find it fairly cheap, I think. It's a document of, you know, what was happening in the 70s, I guess, with psychedelia. The next one I bought from the same seller, and you know, I bought 2 records so I could save a little bit on, well, make more sense out of shipping costs, really. But yeah, I wanted this for a long time. The Earth Society, Albion, out on Sony Records. This is a reissue. The original release was on CD only. Came out in 2002, 3 or something like that. And and it's bloody brilliant neo-psychedelia, basically. The cover is terrible. I have to agree with you, and it's a real put-off, but the music is fantastic, and this is a really, really good album if you want to check it out. And finally, something that has nothing to do with what I was showing up until now, which is doom metal. Amazing, fantastic album. I've shown the demos for this. I bought it. Bellwitch, Longing, and it's just bloody amazing. You know, if you're interested, do check them out. The music is on Spotify, so you can check it out. I bet that you can find stuff on YouTube as well. But it's doom, but it's not like something monotonous. It's not. It has stuff from, you know, post-rock, so you can hear influences from different things, and it's not a boring album. It's changing all the time. You know, you listen to it first time and that's the feeling I got, is that I liked it, but I didn't remember what was going on, so I had to listen to it again to find out exactly what's going on. So it's really long tracks, like Veils of Flesh is like 20 minutes or something like that, and but yeah, really good stuff, highly recommended if you're into that kind of thing. So yeah, that's my update, 15 minutes. I don't want to take any more of your time. As always, you know, leave your comments. I enjoy, the interaction. Like the video, dislike the video. Although if you've reached this long into the video, I guess that you probably like it, or just not bother with it. And yeah, subscribe, unsubscribe. I found really funny the fact that there is an option to have an unsubscriber video as well. And I want to make one just, as a piss take, like, a groveling kind of video. Please subscribe back to me. Anyway, never mind. Yeah, that's just me. Anyway, so I will probably do some new drops at some point, maybe. Probably from Troller, although I'm pretty sure that you can find better quality, better sounding videos on YouTube for a bit. So anyway, that's it. I hope you enjoyed. Do leave your comments. Have a lovely weekend, and I will be seeing you soon, I guess. Cheers, bye.